on Girl vs. Nature in one of the toughest, harshest, coldest biomes on planet Earth, right up here in Alaska, the tundra. The tundra can get up to negative 34 degrees Fahrenheit, so if you don't dress for comfort, you're going to get frostbite. I'm here with my trusty North Face and my lucky equipment to help me through the day and the tough adventures ahead of us. So unlike your safe home, we've got some dangerous predators out here in the wild. We're going to meet some awesome plant life out here in the freezing tundra, and we hope to meet out here today. So let's get the crew and get started. Hi! Okay, so before we start our journey, let's find out more about the tundra, shall we? These are all biomes. Of course, we're in the coolest one, the tundra. All the ones in sky blue are the tundra. The temperature range here is from negative 20 to negative 30 degrees, and barely gets ever over 20. On average, it only rains 15 to 25 centimeters. Rain here is very common. The summers here are very short, so you're not going to see people lounging out on the beach. Oh, hey! Okay guys, right behind me are some snowy hills, usually home to Arctic hares and their families, so we have to be very quiet. These curious little guys blend in quite well with their white fur. Let's see if we can find any. Okay guys, so I found an Arctic hare right here. We have to be so quiet because we don't want to scare it away. So, let me tell you a bit about it. So, the Arctic hare uses its snowy white fur to blend into the shimmering white hills of the snow. So its main predator, the Arctic fox, doesn't eat it. So it can just move. So, the disguise it uses clearly is camouflage. And the things that it eats is woody plants, berries, roots, anything healthy. It doesn't eat meat. It's a complete herbivore. During the winter like this, it can smell the willow from under the snow. And what it does is it takes its giant feet and it just stomps right on the snow and eats the willow. And they can find food anywhere. And they have sharp teeth, so they can bite into any ice they need to get to that willow. There is a giant polar right behind. They're cute little buggers, but when you get near their food, they're very vicious. So we have to be very quiet. We don't want to upset it. So these guys are white. They blend it right in with their environment. They love fish. They can swim faster than little buggers. They are enormous. They take down anything. We've got to get a closer look. But that's it. I don't want to anger it, so let's go. Hey, close encounter with those polar bears. Very brave. Very, very harsh little buggers. Very cute, but harsh when it comes to their food. Did you hear that? That's a mating sound of a caribou. Kind of sounds like this. It's used to attract other caribous. Caribous are kind of like these big, big moose. They're kind of like deers. They're plainly herbivores. They eat mainly grass. And, oh wait, kind of looks like the sun's going now, right? Maybe we should set up camp before we go look for plant life. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the living conditions in the tundra. It'd be very hard to live in the tundra. Lots and lots and lots of ice. Not a good place to set up camp. There's no vegetation at all. There's nothing. The soil is very hard. It's very snowy. It's freezing over here. There's no rain whatsoever. There's a lot of predators here, like wolves. There's just tons. Well, this looks like a great place to set up for camp tonight. Well, we're going to sign off right now, Girl vs. Wild, but we'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? We're going to talk to you about plant life tomorrow. We'll find some cool plants. Good night. Good morning. As you can see, it's a very early morning for Girl vs. Nature. The sun's nearly up. We're already up and about looking for plant life on the tundra. As you can see back there is the Arctic willow. It's the main source of food for the herbivores on this biome. Especially for the Arctic hare, they like to dig deep under the snow, get right to the roots. That's mainly where all the nutrients are. Sorry, I can't talk today. See, I found this. If you could see it, it's kind of hard with my gloves on. It's going to get a little tough out here. It's a little cold. As you can see, that right there is Arctic moss. Me and my teammates, we fished it out. Oh, it lives right down underneath the freshwater lakes in the Arctic. It can sustain freezing temperatures. This right here is a brownish green color, if you can see it. It's very valuable and it's very nutritious for underwater life. So those are the two main plants. There's others, but we're going to go look for some more. See you later. Whew, chilly day out here in the tundra today. Lucky I have this on or else I'd freeze. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the soils. As you can see, all of the plant life back there, all the trees growing, that's a good sign. Most of the soils here are permafrost, which means that the soil is frozen and rock solid all year long. They're not used for agricultural reasons, but they do help out a lot of animals and their natural habitats. These soils are important because they have carbon in them, which makes these plants, without carbon, they die in the tundra because there's a lot of freeze. There's a lot of freezing weather out here. There's a lot of ice they'd wipe out if there wasn't for carbon in the soil. There are other types of soil as well, like icelands, pattern ground, and pingo soil. Now here's some fun facts about the tundra. In the summertime, picture this. 50 to 60% of the days of summertime, that's it. There's no other part of the summer. And it's just mind-boggling because we have all these days in Australia, we have all these days in New Jersey. Like, really? 50 to 60 days? It's not even warm and you're just like, I want to go home. The tundra in Finnish language means treeless, plain and barren, which is kind of like what we have here, except for there's carbon in the soil, so you know the trees are going to come up, but not in some other parts of the tundra. And also the last one, it covers 20% of the Earth's surface. 20%. Think about that, folks. Thanks for coming on this adventure with me. Tundra! Let me just tell you a little about the tundra. So the living conditions in... Katy Perry!